Do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at your boy. You know it's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. A beautiful Wednesday here in the Midwest. Make sure you go ahead and get out. It's going to be 80 degrees today. Take your pets out early. Make sure you get them the proper amount of water and then get out. Go see some people. Go down by the waterfront. Walk around. Take a look at the Ohio River. It's a beautiful sight. Some days. Our last segment, we talked about Kenny Pickett. I just don't know why. I'm not even going over that. Check it out if you want to. Also, check out the show within the show that is going on at the bottom of the hour. So that's pretty cool. I know we got some stories down there that people want to check out. That's pretty dope. Also, we have going on in the other segment was DeAndre Hopkins is now with the Baltimore Ravens. Congratulations to them. What does that mean for the Bird Gang? Hopefully, they will be a lock for the AFC Championship game. And in our first segment, we covered the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Bucks. So from the National Football League back to the association, Detroit, stand up. I'm feeling the Detroit state of mind. These dudes are playing really good basketball. And they're competitive this year. And what a difference a year makes. What a difference a year makes. Listen, we're going to take a quick 20. And we'll be, like I said, we'll get on the other side of the content and talk about Detroit some more. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Big Vern. We promoting another rap album here at App Stupid this month. Reasons. I Love You Again. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music. Whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Stuck on Moments, featuring Coda the Friend and Diana Stewart. Not What You Think with Reasons and Boss. 100 Freestyles featuring Ben Riley. And Hio That with Ransom and Coyote. I Love You Again by Reasons. In stores now. Yeah, shout out to Reasons. I thought the album was dope. I still think it's dope. I might listen to that after this. So last night, the Detroit Pistons, they beat up on the Washington Wizards. I know people are like, oh, it's just Washington. Yeah, but it's not only just Washington. It's Detroit coming back into prominence, being one of those storied programs, being one of those teams that had garnered so much success. I mean, you can look at the Piston Bad Boys. You can even look at when Grant Hill was there along with Allen Houston and Jerry Stackhouse. And the Pistons have been one of those great storied franchises that I think lost a little bit of its luster through the years. Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace and them guys winning a chip in 2005. I mean, those guys, Chauncey Billups, he's a coach now. Shout out to Big Time Billups. But to see them come back now and to get back to, I think, where the Pistons deserve to be in the conversation, it is great. It is good to see JB Bickerstaff, who was ran out of Cleveland and talked to like he was a dog and had a tail between his legs. This dude, what he's done with this team is remarkable, and it has to be commended. And, of course, yes, it was Washington. Washington got a gentleman's 40-piece. They got a 4-piece McNugget. For those of you all who are new to the program, when you get a 4-piece McNugget or you get a 40-piece, we call that you don't win a quarter in the NBA. That means that you lost every quarter. And it was not going to work out in your favor. Cade Cunningham, he's coming into his own as a perennial superstar in this league. 27 points, 11 of 23 shooting from the field, 1 of 5 from downtown, 4 of 5 at the line. That guy's having a great year. And he had 10 assists. That guy's having a good year. Detroit is playing phenomenal. They particularly put up 104 shots. You're shooting the ball like that. There's not a lot of defense out there. But you're playing the Wizards. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and extend the grace. And it's almost like Coach K said in one of his famous quotes, is sometimes a win covers up a bad offensive night. However, this was a bad offensive night for the Pistons because they were 48 of 104 for 46%. But again, it's not on them to, like I said, it's not on them to lose a game. It's on the opponent to actually win the game. And credit to the Wizards, they can shoot free throws, but outside of that, they just got punked all across the board. 61 rebounds. That is repugnant. 61? Come on. Y'all had to have nobody down there that could rebound whatsoever. 61 rebounds. My God. Oh, man. You're on the road. You're playing a team, a young team that's athletic, that they're good. You want to try and limit people in the turnovers, but Detroit, they kept their turnovers down. There was only 12 turnovers from them. Like I said, it was an all-around game, and I liked what I saw. Tell you what, we'll get a real quick 20, and then we'll get on the other side of the content and wrap this up after a quick rap album. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern. Yo, shout out to Biz Marquis. We pushing another rap album this month. Jim Jones at the Church Steps. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is going to be Genesis, Walking on Business, featuring Keenan Streets and Conway the Machine, Thought with Fabulous and Drama B2R, Back in My Bag, and What's Going On, featuring Dave East. Jim Jones at the Church Steps, in stores now. Shout out to Jomo. I think the project was dope. I was digging it. So when we last left off on the other side of the content, we were talking about the Detroit Pistons. And the Pistons, like I say, they didn't have a particular great night as a team shooting as a whole from the floor. But, I mean, you had Jalen Duren, that guy. If you haven't watched him play, I think you're missing out on one of the best young talents at center in the NBA. Not only does this guy actually block out, I know, shocker. He rebounds really well. He tracks rebounds. He watches the balls as it spins coming off the rim or something coming high off the backboard. He tracks the ball and he attacks the ball. And he gets the rebound and he's throwing it out in transition. He runs the floor. This dude had a double-double. Yeah, he had 15 points and 13 rebounds. He would not be denied. Tobias Harris, I know when people thought that he left Philly, his career was over. He's been everywhere Tobias has gone, he has been a scorer. So for him to go to Detroit and you thought his career was over, think again. This dude had 12 points and he had 8 rebounds. He was approaching a double-double. Tim Hardaway Jr., I always was a big fan of Tim Hardaway Jr. as a wing, as a guy who had a deadly mid-range game. He's still that veteran chipping in that good advice and also rallying around his team. That guy had 11 points. Then Asur Thompson, that guy, the Rook, he had 8 points. Then Detroit's whole bench is only 2 people from the bench that didn't score. Everybody scored in this game. And I know when people see Washington, they're going to be like, oh, it's Washington. You should be whooping on the Wizards anyway. That's fine. I'll hear that argument. But I'll counter that argument with, it's good to see Detroit is whooping anybody these days. It's good to see the Pistons will probably make the postseason. I like the Pistons' chances. And if the Detroit Pistons are going to play the New York Knicks in the first round, that's a very good matchup. That's a matchup that I would be in favor of. That's a matchup that I would be in favor of because it would be the worst matchup for the Knicks because Detroit actually plays defense. Karl Anthony Towns is not going to play defense. He's going to shoot your lights out, but he's not going to stop anybody. He can't stop the chair I'm sitting in. Jalen Brunson, that's going to counteract with Asur Thompson. You got a bunch of young guns on this Pistons team that's going to fly around. Then they're led by the veteran, Mr. Dennis Schroeder. He had 11 points. Malik Beasley, he had 14 points. Again, they have the younger team, the fresher legs. They have a great rotating system. JB Bickerstaff has done a phenomenal job with these young Pistons. And I, for one, I'm excited to see what they can do when they get the opportunity in the postseason. But I'm not a Pistons fan. I'm a Pacers fan. But I recognize game, and I always want the best matchups out there. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know, did we get it right? What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern at App Stupid.